Easy, you pack of wolves. That their ladder is rightfully mine. Can I borrow it for a few minutes? 5, eh? Sure. Maybe that moon machine's still working. Hell yeah. You gotta be nice to the homeless. Hey, you looking for a good time? Not me. A friend of mine. I need you to have some fun with the guard by the fence around the corner. She looks at you knowingly. All right, 20 bucks buys you a 5-minute distraction. Then I've got to get to work and earn some real new yen. Great, thanks. Everybody's so helpful in Seattle, you know? Hell yeah. Let's get in. I don't want to shoot other players. I want to shoot dinosaurs. Yeah. Yeah, play Dino Crisis. Those games slap. Inside, the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press. Yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. Hey, Officer Aguilar's here. Took your sweet time, didn't you? You know the traffic these days. Fill me in. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out this might not be a Ripper murder after all. I left the computer on in the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Scientists don't make good criminals. Tell me about it. Some runner like you probably offered him to cover up his court master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it for yourself if you want. Thanks, man. Hey, Dresden's here. Catch up with him in a sec. There's a locker here. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside, you see several of the dead man's personal items. Inspect the toothbrush. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. Cool. A comb and a toothbrush. Great. Very helpful. The researcher's work cyber terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. Read the notes for case file number 95. The plane had several mechanical issues resulting in the Mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17th, 2053. Oh yeah, okay, it takes place in 2053 then. 2:45 a.m., the pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. 2:49 a.m., the co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. Okay. These aren't super interesting. Read the researcher's private notes. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB case file number 96, the crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Red Raku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes to your PDA. Huh. Interesting. I've always tried to get into Warframe. Unfortunately, I think that game is bad and not fun to play. Alley Cats, surprised to see you here. Let me guess, Officer Aguilera tipped you off? Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday, or your cred stick did at any rate. He chuckles. Anyway, surprise, we've got another Ripper victim on our hands. You look like you've been putting in some overtime, Dresden. What can you tell me about the victim? The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. And yes, I'm a little tired. Bodies have been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Cause of death, unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Any idea which organ the Ripper was after this time? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? McCluskey couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, ma'am? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. It sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was a massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Who is that woman over there? No clue. She just showed up. Next of kin, I think. I'm going to take a look around. Good luck out there. Thanks. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? Yes, he's my older brother. I've asked Baird to help me speak to him. She shakes her head, looking like one who has found herself lost for the first time in her life. But I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. I can tell you're used to shouldering a heavy burden, but maybe there's an easier way. She looks at you, the flattery largely failing to affect her, given the circumstances, but then inspiration dispels the dark clouds surrounding her. Perhaps my brother's spirit is too weak, that's a given, but my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard. And I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? I'll do what I can. So, like a toothbrush and a comb. Inspect the comb. And I take it. What else can we look at? I'm gonna do a quick save before we open this door, so I have vague rememberings. There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage, or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. I will dig through the shoe pile. Find nothing interesting about the shoes in the pile. Great. Love that. It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash, or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. I'll take the cred stick. Now inspect the earring. The earring is made out of burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the earring. Is there anything in the lunchbox? Nope. It feels as though you have found enough objects. God, I need to take a sip of water. I'm getting very crackly. And yeah, my biggest issue with Warframe is, like, you get all the items to be able to play a new character, and then you have to wait to be able to play that character, and it sucks. It's a really bad loop. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is this? Oh, fuck. Officer Aguirre trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer, not some Salish drum circle. Isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin? Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Now get the hell out. Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret. Or worse, something I'd enjoy. Fuck McCluskey. A cab. That man is an ass. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. But there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful you were able to collect these items before those clods carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Rent-a-cops like these won't tie up the place for long. Agreed. I expect it will be clear by nightfall. You sure you're up for this? If it means your brother's killer doesn't take another life, then yes. Thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. Just smile. Good. I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled new yen from inside a leather pouch, starts to count it out, then shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back there back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. Cool. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comm link chirps and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Hoy, Alley Cat. You in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by Lone Star. Same old thing. I hear you. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats. Ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. She looks relieved. Wiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers. Bad guys. They hooked him on high-amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since trying to find him. I'm guessing you have a new lead. It's not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot, has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. On my way. I knew you'd come. I'll send you the address. See you soon. Hell yeah. Let's go help out Coyote. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. She walks purposefully, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of a building and Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape ladder and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts her climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly, and starts up the ladder. Thanks for meeting us, Alley Cat. I owe you one. No sweat. I figured you could use the backup. Yeah, you never know what sort of firepower to expect in one of these BTL squats. She brightens. Oh, hey, listen, I got news for you. You know Sam's sister Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job, thanks. She looks at you, her scarred face soft. Least I can do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin, Gino, should be in one of the squats past that door up ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty, so stay on guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. Alright, Paco. Paco seems like a keeper. The orc looks twitchy. He has his eyes rolling in his head. He scans the three of you, looks past to see if there are others, licks his lips, and nods throughout as if going through some internal checklist. Hoi hoi, how you doing? Good day for a trip, ain't it? She leans in, whispers in your ear. This guy's a clocker, trades work time for chips, part salesman, part lookout, probably has a signal device for the guys inside. You wanna go on a ride? You can forget you're a troll for a while. Man, fuck off. What kind of rides can I go on? We got it all of it. We got it all. Yeah. What you want to do? You want to do some crime? You want to be bad? We can hook you up. Don't roll that way. Want to be a hero? Be a hero. We got fairy tale Drek chummers you love. We got fairy tale Drek chummers love. You name it. And you can slag and frag to your heart's content. That's the real thing, right? Slagging and fragging? Don't matter what the trip as long as there's slagging involved, right? Coyote's eyes are hard. Her pupils tight like little pinpricks of hate. You do snuff too, don't you? The clocker looks around, more nervous now. Maybe, yeah, maybe. For the right price, you can feel it. But what it's like to die, what it's like to kill. You sell BTLs, right? He grins a lopsided grin. Oh yeah, chummer, oh yeah. Better than life, definitely better. Dream chips, mind benders, sim stim. Sim sense without peak limits, high octane intensity. How does this place operate? How do I get in? That's the best part, the best part. It's a lab. They test the new stuff here, the hottest Drek. You can place a special order and they'll make it happen. You buy a pass card from the guy at the door. It'll get you in and out anytime you want. Then you can buy a beetle and slot right there. Our guys guard you while you're chipping. Safest way, chummer, safest way. Just let me in. I'll see you around after this. Probably see you lots. Ugh. Ugh. I hate this shit. Concerned woman. You seem like you'd be helpful. The woman is probably in her 30s, but hard times have aged her. She looks at you with concern. Don't do it, friends. Don't slot that Drek they're selling. BTLs are killers. Theirs, most of all. You sound like you know from experience. She pulls her hair back to show you. No implant. Then her mouth tightens and her eyes well up in tears. I do. I know. Lost my husband. Lost my son. My daughter. They use her. To record. Tears stream down her face. Do you have a pass card to get in there? No, but Jamal has my son's card. Took it off him when his brain fried. Jamal's down the hall. Don't know if he'll give it up, but that's between you and him. What kind of guards do they have in this place? She looks around, frightened, whispers, they're serious. This place is backed by the Yakuza. Japanese mafia. Oh man. Yeah, like I needed you to chime in, Paco. I know what the Yakuza is. How many and what kind of firepower? There's a guy in the door, Charlie. He sells the passes to get in. He's not tough, blind in one eye. There's another 5 or so wandering around. 2 of them are bad news, covered in magic symbols. Mean. She's amped, ready. 5 or 6? That's not so bad. We have surprise on our side. Any chip heads inside the lab? Yep, all day, all night, and they can be dangerous too. Chip heads, dangerous? Once someone's chipped, they can send them any program they want, make them do whatever, turn them into horrors, killers, anything. We're looking for a kid named Gino. Know him? Who doesn't? He's here all the time. Gino's a clocker. Trades his time for chips like their little errand boy. I saw him go in there this morning. Hasn't come out, so I imagine he's still riding a dream chip. Okay, gotta go. Alright, that's pretty good info. We'll leave Charlie for now. I want to talk to Jamal here. Jamal has the look of a longtime chiphead, emaciated, hollow-eyed, but hungry and desperate. What you looking at, big woman? I hear you have a pass card. Give it to me. His lips curl into a feral snarl. This is the Baron's, Omae. You want it, you take it. Oh, shit! Oh, no! I didn't expect that to start a fight immediately! Oh, shit. Damn. This guy's really protective of his shit, huh? Damn. Get wrecked, Charlie. What do you got, Coyote? You got a pistol and a shotgun? Okay. Good fight. Great fight, guys. Oh. Well, if we kill the guards, and there was no point in me even fucking talking to Jamal, was there? Just, oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. You pick up a worn and mangled notebook. It smells of sweat and alcohol. Leaf through the notebook. The notebook contains lists of illegal SimSense rides and the names of clients who have purchased them. Look for interesting BTL names. The better-than-life rides run the gamut from fantasies like I Can Fly to real-life recordings such as Bum Killer. That sucks. The list of rides doesn't seem to have much value. Look for interesting client names. Upon further examination, the client list is more than a list of simple names. It also contains private information about some of the more well-to-do or connected clientele. It may be that the syndicate behind this lab is directing certain clients here to secretly extract information from them while they are under the influence. The notebook is likely worth something if you can sell it. I'll take it. Seems good. Damn it. Coyote should not have had to take that shot. That sucks. I think we will fuck this dude up. Or... maybe... nope, we did. Okay, good. Well, there's no guard anymore, so that's cool, I guess. But that kind of ruined the element of surprise for us, I imagine. Oh, no, there's more space back here, so maybe it didn't. Hey, Sammy. Welcome to Seattle. How much karma do I have right now? Oh. Enough that it's worth spending. Let's get more dodge. Oh yeah, it's a great place. You gotta love, like, the sunny vistas, you know? The entire floor of this tenement has been given over to a chaos of technology and squalor. Across the room, a chromed-out Decker argues loudly with an armed thug, abruptly falling silent as they turn towards you. The shotgun-wielding thug squeaks in panic. It's the crew that took out Stephen J's place. I told you it was only a matter of time. The man with the cyberdeck calmly speaks with a heavily digitized voice. You mess with the wrong BTL lab, Aho. This is a Yakuza operation. With a push of a button, I can make these tweakers into my own personal killer puppets. You're fragged. Alley Cat, don't attack any of the chipheads. They don't know what they're doing and you could hurt Gino. No civilian casualties. Got it. I have a concussion grenade. Better than fragging the tweakers so they get caught in the middle. Great. So we gotta take out the Decker, basically. Decker is priority numero uno. Can I shoot him from here? I forgot that Overwatch is a mechanic in this fucking game. Wow. Shit. You're not a chiphead, huh? Yeah, Overwatch in this game, yeah. Winton Overwatch. Damn, that's really good odds of shooting that guy from this distance. Holy shit. There's BTL security here. Shoot you. Die, bitch. Okay. Oh, shit, is somebody coming up from behind? Don't punch me. What are you doing? Oh, multiple people are coming from behind. And it's a shaman. Fuck. Die. Damn, good shit. Okay. Now they are chill. They're sleepy now. Oh my god, Paco, you good? Ow, shit. Wow, there's a lot of guys actually. They're all trying to fucking kill Paco. Oh, they woke up! That's not fair. It's Paco Poo's day. No, don't say that. That sounds yucky. How is Paco hitting this person from there? You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. It worked out. Hey, Coyote, can you do this? No, don't do that. That's bad to do. That's really bad to do, if I recall correctly. Fuck, but what other choice are we gonna have? If we kill this guy, are they just gonna chill? See, that's why I play a fucking Decker in these games. Sometimes there's no good options if you're not playing a Decker. You're a chiphead, you're a chiphead, you're Gino, you're a chiphead. Fuck. Oh, okay, we're good. I just dealt damage to them, so I imagine if I, like, actually attacked them, they might have died. Whew. Let's take a quick look around. There might be some... The fuck was that? We should talk to Gino. You would check the BTL Gino's been riding. He gasps suddenly and his eyes flutter open. He looks confused. Where's the other chipheads you've seen? His lips are white and chapped, his eyes sunk into his head. There's vomit on his shirt and sweat on his forehead. When he speaks, his words are slurred. He's burnt. What the hell? Who slaughtered me out? Who fucking slaughtered me out? Coyote is shaking. She looks horrified. Gino, it's me. It's Carla. Gino looks at her with glazed eyes. No recognition. Slot me back in, goddammit. This is bullshit. I don't want to be here anymore. Slot me back in. He looks around the room angrily. His hand reaches for his implant. Coyote grabs his wrist. Stops him. Gino, no. Coyote, be careful. Gino wrenches his wrist from Coyote's grasp and he staggers back, reaches under his shirt and pulls out a gun. Coyote watches him horrified with tears in her eyes. Gino waves it around, blinking wildly. Back off! Just back the hell off! Your brain burnt, kid. You've got to get off the chips, now! He presses his hands to the sides of his head, his finger still on the trigger. Squints. No, I gotta slot back in. Get away from this Drek. Look at yourself, Gino. It isn't better than life. It's sucking your life. You're wasting away. No, what? Wasting? He looks around at the squalor of the room, then glimpses his own reflection in the machinery. No. No, 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 no. Coyote shouts something, but it's too late. Gino jams the gun into his data jack and pulls the trigger. There's a pop, barely a gunshot, and he's gone. I'm sorry, Carla. I'm so sorry. Coyote looks to you, tears in her eyes. I'm not stopping. Not now. Not ever. She looks at Paco, then back at you. A real rain is coming to Seattle, and it's gonna wash the scum off the streets. I am going to burn every mother-fragging BTL shop in the sprawl until they are gone. Every mother-fragging one. Well, that went well. That went about as well as to be expected. Shannon's plan is the best lead you've got to find out more about the Ripper, but getting back into the warehouse is going to require some support in case the dreck hits the fan. The Seamstresses Union will have exactly what you need, a fixer. Finding this necessary middleman and deal broker is key to most plans involving Shadowrunners. A good fixer is with the Nuyen. It's their job to have the contacts and know who's good at what. They'll put together what team you need, magical support, skilled street samurai for muscle, or a Nova Hot Decker for matrix work. Running the shadows is a life or death gamble. It pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. John Bartlett. Oh, Van Gross. I have some stuff to sell to you. Cherry Bomb flags you down as you walk through the door. Hey, Alley Cat, there's a woman looking for you. Jessica something? She's waiting for you by the stage. Bellevue type. Wouldn't order anything. Won't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Cherry. No charge, Chummer. Why's the bar so empty? We don't get much action in the early afternoon. Just a few salarymen slumming Touristville and hoping to talk to Madame Sinful and some die-hard locals. Madame Sinful? That's what the downtown folks call Mrs. Kubota. It's a Touristville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like that. Who's around? I just got in, but I think Coyote's cleaning the back bar. Mr. Delilah's hanging out in his usual place. The vendors downstairs came in a few minutes after me. Oh, and Bartlett's here. Don't think you've met him yet. Who's Bartlett? John Bartlett, big presence at the end of the bar. He's in the biz, connected. You might want to meet him. Is that guy still bothering you? You mean my ex, Shane? Yeah. No, he hasn't been in since that last time. No calls or pages or handwritten notes either. Weird. He was so persistent. I guess he finally got the message. Maybe he'll find someone at the Universal Brotherhood, of his and settle down. I'm gonna have a look around. I like Cherry Bomb. She's good. Getting a fucking PhD in neuroscience or whatever. Like, hell yeah, girl. You get it. Alright. Data from the NTSB. But Raku would pay to keep it quiet, and Ares would pay to know what it is. I've got 800 new yen for something like that. I know you'll double dip on this one. Make it 1,000. As long as you keep bringing in stuff like this, sure. Got a juicy list of BTL clients straight from a Yakuza Syndicate lab. That's dangerous info. I'd rather not handle it, so how about 800, 600? Deal. I don't have etiquette for that. Sad. Let's see. What can we get? I don't think anything at the moment that's worth anything. We don't need intelligence, and I think the troll max for intelligence isn't very high anyway. Yeah, it's 6. Is there strength? Does strength determine your health? Oh, body determines your health, obviously. And obviously trolls have higher body than most. Okay. We won't spend any right now, then. Let's talk to John Bartlett. I don't think I've ever talked to this guy. Full of life with a quick smile, the man tilts his head and watches you approach. Hey, lady, what's shaking? A little of this, little of that. I hear that one, Omae. I'm gonna have something for you if you got the new yen. Time is money. I'm listening. You ever hear of the Nephilim Network? Of course you have. And in the know lady like you has to have heard of the premier merc team out there. If you say so. We're a tight unit. We cost a bit more than the common rabble, but we're worth it. Oh, is that it? Okay. Jessica Watts. Sam's sister. Interesting. At a glance, you can tell that Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world, the opposite of Sam in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp, and her style exudes authority. Miss Watts? Jessica Watts? She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it is clear that she is well outside her comfort zone. Yes, and you are... my friends call me Alley Cat, and I counted Sam among them. That's funny. I didn't think Sam had any friends. Friendship is defined a little differently in the shadows. I suppose it would have to be. So you're the one I was told about on the phone? A woman who called herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead, and that I should come to this place and speak to someone about an investigation. Sam didn't die of natural causes. He was murdered. She briefly casts her eyes skyward, then gives a small shake of her head. I wish I could say it's a shock, but given the circles he ran in, Sam hadn't run in the shadows for years. If you say, but even so, look at this place, these people, and you. She then furrows her brow, regarding you more critically. You're not with the police, are you? I'm getting that a lot lately, but no. By the look on her face, she is clearly struggling with this. I'll be honest, I would just as soon put this all behind me, and the fastest way to do that is through proper channels. Surely there is an official police investigation going on. Why not let the professionals handle this? Lone Star Professional? Not the ones I've seen. But you must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my low-life brother. We low-lives have to stick together. Besides, I'm not doing it for free. She seems genuinely surprised. Someone's paying you? I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up the money. Who is it? I'm afraid that's on a need-to-know basis. This is ridiculous. He was my brother. And you seem real shaken up by his death. Fine, I'll pay you 100 just to tell me. Done, Sam Watts. I don't understand. I don't expect you to. It is what it is. Am I to believe that my drunken son or brother hired you to find the person who killed him after he died? Her boardroom mask drops momentarily, and in a sigh, she reveals a brief glimpse of real emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullshit. Now I'm back, he's dead, and I still have to deal with him. Jessica composes herself, and in a breath, the mask is back in place. Listen to me, Alley Cat. You seem like a decent person, but I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam, well, Sam was Sam. You know, I've worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on. I'm closing in. I can feel it. I just don't know that I can take it. The waiting, the worrying. Please reconsider. Sam's paying $100,000. Can you beat it? So, just like everything else with Sam, he finds a way to use people, whether he's alive or dead. No, I don't have that kind of money. She sighs. She's done. Never mind. I can see that you were not going to let this go, and I respect that you were honoring my brother's memory in your own way. But I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. Jessica's demeanor instantly changes, from reluctant to helpful in the span of a single meditative breath. Maybe you can do things in a way that the police can't, and maybe I can help. What do you need from me? Sus. Sus? Sus. When was the last time you saw or spoke to Sam? It's been ages. I can't even remember. The bartender No, let's start with this. There was a note on Sam's body, sounded like an apology, and offered to meet up and bury the hatchet. It was signed Jessica. I wrote many such notes in the beginning, but I haven't made such an effort in a long time now. I don't know why he would have kept it. Where were you on the night of Sam's murder? I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at a fundraiser all evening. A very crowded fundraiser. Did Sam have any enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know of any others. You would likely know better than me these days. Were you and your brother close? I think I've made my feelings about Sam pretty clear, don't you? You don't sound sad that he's gone. I mourned losing Sam long before he died. I will show you the picture of Sam. Yeah. Jessica takes the photo from you guardedly, as if it might sting her, but that guard drops the moment she looks at it. Where did you find this? Sam's bunk. I can't believe he kept this. You looked so much alike as kids, and happy. She smiles through a brief reverie. We were twins, partners in crime, best friends. What happened between the two of you? Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. Then, after our father died, things began to change, and we couldn't get back to a new normal. With our dad around, there was always a reassuring order to our lives, but after, everything got mixed up. You can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. The remorse plays wet across her eyes, and it seems that she's not just talking about her father. Jessica then steels herself to tell the rest. Sam tried to be the man of the house, he truly did. But he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he had spent every dime of our father's life insurance. Every dime. After that was gone, with Mom working 2, 3 jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally I just had to leave. She holds the photo forward, one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past, and another looking to hold on to it. To hold on to both. Oh, yeah, the picture and her past. I don't think I have any reason to keep it. Actually, it's evidence. But alright. She hands it back. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me. But she turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming, refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, and so I moved out. After I left, we drifted farther and farther apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Where were you living before you moved back here? Calfrey. What brought you down there? It was less of what brought me there than what made me leave here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California to see if I could find myself. And did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life. A vision for what the world could become, and I came back here to help make it happen. Huh. I have taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Miss Watts. Just as well, I need to be back at the office. But before I go, you should know that I'm reinterring my mother's body tomorrow, and I'm arranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. Wouldn't miss it. Goodbye, Alley Cat. I hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. Huh. Definitely on the suspect list. Let's... Hey, Coyote. Can you come with me on this job? Oh, you're grieving, aren't you? Coyote is wiping down the back bar. She doesn't stop when you approach. Keeps her eyes on her work. Hey. Hey, you okay? Yep, fine. Listen, Alley Cat, I don't want to talk about what happened with Gino, okay? What's done is done. Gino's dead. I'm alive, and that's all there is to it. It's the Barons, right? Nothing more to do or say. I'm gonna be looking for work. Your kind of work. So if something comes up, keep me in mind. I will. Okay, I gotta do this now. The afternoon checklist isn't gonna finish itself. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can actually just hire her for Mr. Delilah. If you were talking to me, then there is business to transact. Am I right? Of course you're right. It's your job to be right. That is correct. You are a smart lady. What can I do for you, smart lady? I need to put a crew together. You got scratch, or are you planning to pay me out of your earnings? I can pay the runners up front. Excellent. We agree on terms. I've got some runners on call if you've got any special requests. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's see him. All right. So we bring a decker. We gotta bring a decker. Is there a hot lady decker? Oh, let's look at the Nephilim network. Hold on. The really expensive people. These don't have specific... Oh, I think these are Kickstarter characters now that I think about it. Should we take Grim Peeper or Portex? Those sure are some fucking names. Let's see. Portex has an Uzi. But Grim Peeper has a fucking machete and a pistol. Portex is better. Programs. I don't know if we'll need programs, though. Oh, but also, actually, hiring a decker isn't going to get us anything, now that I think about it. Because you can't use party members to deal with things in the environment. You have to be it. Maybe a mage, then. No, hey, let's do a rigger. A rigger would be cool. Let's do On the Rocks. And then, is Coyote not available for this? Nope. We already have a shaman with Shannon. Maybe we do bring a mage so we have heals? Yeah. How much money do I have? Oh, a lot. I'm good. Alright. Job time. Actually, we'll take a break after I read this. You return to the docks to meet Shannon Halfsky. Although the Ripper's latest victim was her brother, but Shannon appears cool and professional, a consummate runner by birth, if not by trade. She'll get the job done, and hopefully one of the Hearth spirits in this place can point you towards the Ripper. Dealing with spirits can be tricky business, but when they deliver, it's pure platinum. One doesn't have to be an Amerindian shaman to summon and control spirits. Anyone with magic talent can do it, but Shannon seems to have a particular connection to the spirit world. As you approach the gate, you know something's not right. The docks, already strange and uncomfortable at night, trigger the need for caution. Then you see it. The guards are missing, and the gate's been smashed in. Huh. Interesting.